Guys, I'm really trying to press this point home because I just really, I just feel this is huge, man. Um, you saw the last video, all those symptoms. So, guys, look at some of this circadian rhythm. This can also go. If people are getting having problems sleeping, and their doctor's got them on all kinds of sleeping pills, uppers, downers, lefters, righters, inners, outers, disabling dizziness, achalasia. If you have peristalsis, if you got digestive issues, it all comes your vagus nerve, guys. It runs your whole digestive system. And I guarantee your freaking doctor hasn't tested your make sure your vagus nerve isn't being pinched and causing that issue. So something definitely, if you're having peristalsis of your upper and lower esophagus and sphincter, that could definitely be caused by that. And they put you on medicine to relax the muscles, but they're not. It's stemming from the vagus nerve. Long haul COVID symptoms, they're linking this, overlapping that. People with long haul COVID symptoms to cervical instability, Costin syndrome, vagus nerve degeneration. That's what we're talking about. That's the whole point here. Forward head posture. If you have very bad forward head posture, like that first video we talked about, but even like if you feel like your head's falling forward, Eagles and Ernest syndrome. They go into stem cells. Yeah. Just important, guys. I really think this is causing a lot, the main issue in a lot of people that have not been officially diagnosed and are being given God knows how many different medicines for how many different conditions that this one thing covers, and all of it is completely unnecessary. And if you are one of those people that is, man, you better figure it out. If this, like I said, this is the only thing I've ever seen that clicked with me. As soon as I started getting into it and figuring it out, I mean, immediately it just clicked, guys. It wasn't something that took a long time. And if you go on there, if you go on any of these videos and you read the comments down below, you'll see people speaking just like me that are just like relieved to finally have found the answer to all, so many problems that they're having, especially when you refuse to take any medicines and you're trying to figure out what's wrong as opposed to just, one by one. Because, guys, this is degenerative. So the thing is, these symptoms get worse and worse and worse as you get older. So you might start off, in your late teens, early 20s on 1 or 2 pills for, like, let's say a weird digestive issue, that comes and goes, or a, like one of these mood issues, or, anything that we're talking about here, guys, all these issues, it's intermittent. It comes and goes. That's what I'm trying to say. And, yeah, so it's a degenerative thing. And that's why, especially if it just, I think it's happening to all our older people. I believe it's a huge percentage of our older population. All these issues, all these pills that they're taking, I believe, this is definitely something that needs to be looked at. And if you are younger, the problem is that if you're younger, if it's degenerative and you start off, okay, like I said, with the damn taking stomach meds and let's say pain meds, right? 10 years, I mean, you're on 2 more meds. 10 years, you're on 2 more meds. And then, it just steamrolls from there, guys. Because you saw that long list. And not only does the list of different medications you're on go up, but also the strength of those medications. And like I said, none of these medications, they're just covering symptoms. That's all they're doing. So I think this is the root of a lot of people's issues. And like I said, I'm not pushing this on anybody. What I'm trying to say is, if this, take your time and watch a couple videos. Watch a couple videos. I've given you guys, look, I'll give it to you one more time. Some good ones to watch that are just, right to the point. The cell phone one was really good. This one's really good. Dizziness, balance problems, and blood pressure swings. That's only 4 minutes, guys. Come on. You're living with this shit your whole life. You can take 4 minutes. Come on. For real? That one's a good one. Forward head posture and declining brain health. Again, 7.5 minutes. Man, the webinar, guys, you're not understanding that. Webinar was 2 years ago. Okay, this stuff's so breaking. They have people with practices all over the world using this information to treat their clients. Okay, that's how, this isn't just, I'm not just running my mouth here. You could have been tested, guys. You could have been tested and think and blowing me off like I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why this is so underlined. This is why this is so crazy, is because, if you think you've been tested but you haven't properly, because there's only a couple tests, guys. There's only a couple tests that can guarantee that this is what you got. There's only a couple tests that pick this shit up. So you better make sure you've had those tests before you start blowing it off as, oh, well, I've had millions of x-rays and C scans and this and that and MRIs. There's only certain tests that pick this up, is what I'm trying to tell you. So before you blow this off, you might want to look into it. That's a good one. Achalasia. Now that goes into, again, the digestive issues. That's an awesome one. And he also does testimonials, like this guy here's a testimonial, but there's testimonials in here. Circadian rhythm was very interesting one. If you have sleep issues, that's only 5.5 minutes. Take the time, guys, do some research, get yourselves better. Love y'all.